Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Chris Allen here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X. All sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Here on this Tuesday, August 22nd. Heat. Too much heat. Yeah. It's not going to last, though. As I mentioned last night at the 5, 6, and 10 on my weathercast, it's not going to last. By this weekend, we're going to see some big changes taking place, and it's going to start to feel a lot better. It's not going to be as hot or as muggy, and things are going to turn back to nice. But in the meantime, we've got this big dome of high pressure. Now, there is a weak boundary to the north of us, but that really is insignificant in that it's not going to bring us any kind of rain. It's not going to bring us any kind of relief. That's not going to happen until, well, late Friday into early Saturday. And in the meantime, this heat dome, it is locked in and it's not going anywhere. From time to time, like yesterday, we're going to see a few drifting clouds, and it will even look like it wants to rain, but it's not going to. It's just way too dry. There's nothing to really trigger any rain or thunderstorm activity. So we're just going to continue to bake in this heat and humidity. Excessive heat warning will continue again today, and that's not going anywhere. As a matter of fact, this heat wave, as you see here from this graphic from the National Weather Service, it's pretty well here to stay for the rest of the week. Now, I will zoom in on this so you can see that excessive heat wave or excessive heat warning that's in effect from Vincennes, Jasper, Seymour, Indiana, taking in Metro Louisville, all the way down 65 into Bowling Green, west to Hopkinsville, Owensboro, Paducah, Mount Vernon, Cape Girardeau, all those counties under that excessive heat warning. And it looks like it will continue each and every day through at least Thursday, maybe even Friday. Okay. So those of you that live east of I-65, as you can see, you're not under any kind of advisories. It's just not meeting the criteria there. But in many other cases, with highs in the mid to upper 90s, you combine that with the excessive humidity, dew points in the 70s. Well, it can be a deadly combination. So that doesn't look like to let go anytime soon. So please, if you're going to be outdoors, if you're one of those that has to do construction, farming, even mowing the lawn, you're going to have to exercise some caution and stay hydrated and just stay out of the direct heat and humidity. I mean, even at night, it's hard to breathe. I left the TV station last night and it was just like, ooh, it was terrible. It was awful. Couldn't breathe. The air is pretty thick out there, so keep that in mind and you'll be okay. Just stay hydrated. Don't overdo yourself. Just use a little common sense. Here's a look at the Kentucky Mesonet Network stations this morning as of little after 7 a.m., and we're already in the 70s. Some places well into the mid 70s, even close to 80 back into Western Kentucky. And so today is going to look and feel pretty much like yesterday when we hit a high of 94 officially at the Bowling Green Airport. 89 is where we should be on average. So we were 5 degrees above average, but not a record, not even close. The record is 105 for the day yesterday, set back in 1936, one of the hottest years on record for Southern Kentucky. So it could be hotter. Could be. That's why I'm not, and it's not going to last. So that's why I'm not getting wrapped up in the hype and the hullabaloo of extreme heat. It's called summer. It's summer in August in Southern Kentucky. It is what it is. And it's been there before, and it'll be here again. So I don't get all caught up in that hullabaloo, as I call it. So let's just keep it in perspective, and it'll be just fine. Everybody just try to do your best. And here's a look at the big changes coming this weekend. Now, after we hit some mid 90s, I'm not convinced that those 98s are going to show up for Thursday and Friday. I do think Thursday is going to be the hottest day for the year, maybe equaling the hottest day so far, which I believe was July 28th when we hit 97. We've hit no hotter than 97 this year. So I think we could hit that on Thursday. Friday, not so sure. That cold front is delayed just a little. We thought it was going to come in on Friday, but it's going to come in later Friday. So maybe low to mid 90s on Friday, but look after that. All next week, only going to be in the low to mid 80s with less humid air. And it's going to feel wonderful. And this will all be just a memory. It's just going to move on pretty quickly and we'll be fine. We may even go straight into fall. I mean, we will, but weather-wise, we may go right into it pretty quickly. Here's a look at the model map, and I'll show you here how we're just not going to we're not going to change much at all in the next few days. Um, I'll run the models. High pressure, big dome here. Now, from time to time, notice up here in the Great Lakes with this northeasterly flow, the flow here is coming in and it's trying to be a little cooler, but we have a northeasterly wind flow that's coming in on the backside of this big dome of high pressure. And some showers from time to time will try to make a run at us, but then it just falls apart. Here comes one for this afternoon, this evening. Look, it just dissipates. Here comes another one. Look at this. And it makes a run at us, then it just falls apart. That's what's going to keep happening the rest of this week until we can get something in here later in the weekend or into the weekend. Then we will start to see the change. We will actually see a game changer front that will come in. But the unfortunate part of it is that it's just going to be a dry front. The good news with it, even though it's not going to bring us rain, it will bring us that big cool down that we're all looking forward to. Surface map over the next 7 days showing just day after day after day. Look at that front trying to make a run at us. That's when some of the showers up in the Great Lakes try to come south, but they run into this ridge of high pressure and they just fizzle out. This is tomorrow morning. Here we go into Wednesday afternoon and it retreats. The high pressure dome retreats a bit, but we're staying in the warm sector of it. And look at that. It just keeps spreading. This is Thursday. Here we go into Friday. Here comes Friday evening. Oh, we just had a front pass through. And Saturday morning, we will begin to feel a little more in the way of less humid air. Oops, it just updated on me. Let me go back to Saturday. Look at this. Look at this big Canadian high pressure. That's nice. That's what's coming our way. And then into Sunday, refreshing air, lower dew points, lower humidities, temperatures falling in the daytime to the low 80s. Monday looks good. Into next week, it all looks good. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. At least this is not the kind of, extended heat wave and dry spell that just goes on for weeks and weeks and weeks. This is only for the next few days. Then as we head into the weekend, yeah. So hang in there, folks. It's going to get better. All right, that'll do it for this edition of your Sam Channel weather. I'll see you guys tonight, 5, 6, and 10 at News 40. In the meantime, God bless you. Have a great Tuesday. And thank you for watching.